More news, rumors and opinions Monday PM March 24, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Ariel. The gold standard, a return to real wealth. March 23, 2025. The gold standard, a return to real wealth. America re-adopting the gold standard means every dollar is backed by tangible gold, not just government promises. Historically, the U.S. abandoned the gold standard in 1971 under Nixon, leading to decades of inflation. $1 in 1971 is worth about $7.50 today. Now, with gold backing the dollar, your money holds real value. Imagine walking into a store knowing the $100 in your pocket won't lose purchasing power overnight. For families, this means savings grow, not shrink. Businesses can plan long-term without fearing currency devaluation. Globally, the dollar regains trust. Nations like China and Russia, who've hoarded gold, China with 2,200 tons. Russia with 2,300 tons as of 2024, will trade with the U.S. on equal footing, stabilizing markets and reducing economic warfare. Picture this, people. Our dollar buys more, gas is cheap, and jobs are plentiful. A family of 4 in Ohio, earning $75,000 a year, now has an extra $5,000 annually from lower costs and tax breaks tied to Trump's policies. You're driving to work in a new American-made car. Tariffs incentivized Ford to build locally, dropping prices 10%. Your kid's school has new tech, funded by transparent blockchain taxes. You're planning a vacation to Europe, paying with XRP at a fraction of the cost, while the dollar's gold-backed strength makes everything cheaper abroad. Small businesses thrive. Joe's Diner in your town doubles its staff because people have more to spend. The world follows America's lead. Nations like Brazil and India, inspired by the U.S. gold standard, start backing their currencies with assets, stabilizing their economies. Oil-rich countries like Iraq and Venezuela, forced to compete with U.S. production, lower prices and invest in their people. Iraq's revalued dinar could lift millions out of poverty, with citizens buying American goods in a booming trade loop. Blockchain adoption spreads. The EU launches a digital euro on Ripple's tech by 2026, cutting remittance costs for 450 million people. Global wealth gaps narrow as corruption becomes harder to hide, and trade becomes fairer. America's Liberation Day sparks a global renaissance. April 2, 2025, isn't just a date, it's the start of a golden age. Americans live with financial security, energy abundance, and technological empowerment. Our dollar is king again, your job is secure, and your family thrives in a world where wealth flows to the people, not the elites. Globally, nations align with this new system, creating a web of prosperity that lifts billions. This is the real wealth. Trump spoke of not just money, but a life of dignity, opportunity, and freedom, reclaimed from decades of mismanagement. The future is bright, bold, and ours to seize. Expect big things in the future. KTFA. Claire. Parliamentary confirmation of the resumption of parliamentary sessions and calling on the government to expedite the submission of budget schedules. March 24, 2025. Baghdad. Member of the Parliamentary Security and Defense Committee, Ali al-Bandawi, confirmed that Parliament's sessions have been disrupted recently, particularly this month, due to political disagreements. He noted that some blocs had objections related to the Popular Mobilization Forces Law, which affected the Parliament's agenda. Al-Bandawi explained that the delay in holding the sessions prompted a group of MPs to collect signatures demanding that they be held in order to complete the enactment of important laws, stressing that most political blocs are moving towards resuming the sessions to read and vote on the laws, given their direct impact on citizens and on pushing the government towards implementing its program. He pointed out that there is significant parliamentary pressure on the government to send the budget schedules to Parliament for a vote, noting that the delay in approving the budget has caused the suspension of many development and service projects, which has negatively impacted the conditions of citizens. Al-Bandawi stressed the need to expedite the approval of the budget to complete strategic projects and ensure the implementation of development plans. Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Mr. Sami says that in his opinion all of these recent meetings we have been seeing, especially with Donald Trump and Sadani and the IMF. World Bank, with your USA Treasury and with all of these oil companies that have signed with Sadani and with Erbil. The last meeting was Sadani and the USA Secretary. All of this points to a new exchange rate coming. If not, none of these meetings would have been needed. Frank. We're both on the same page. FNULNU article. Iraq's Council of Ministers has endorsed the Joint Management Committee's decision on Ratawi oilfield, awarding the contract for crude gas pipelines to China Petroleum Pipeline Engineering, CPP, with part of the work assigned to the State Company for Oil Projects, SCOP. Article 2. Iraq's Council of Ministers has approved the awarding of the third offshore pipeline completion project tender to an Italian-Turkish consortium. Iraq is wasting no time getting the country hitting on all cylinders. There are so many projects opening it is hard to imagine them using a 3-0 note. The RE must be right around the corner. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.